Eric, why do people fail to level up in life?
Well, it always goes back to comfort. They fail so often because they're afraid to let go of what they know, which essentially is what is comfortable to them. Growth means you must leave behind the old you, and that is scary. But here's the truth. You can't reach the next level of anything in life by doing what you've always done. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna reach the next level of your life by holding on to the last one. You have to sort of always evolve, and that means you have to change your way of being, your energy, the way you see at every level starts to change, the way you communicate changes, the way you handle the assets that enter your life as your stock value rises changes. You have to determine what your core values are so that you can hang on to the threads that keep you grounded and that keep real meaning and really the real power of life sort of in your heart. But you can't do what you did last year and expect to get these crazy results this year. So if you were gonna ask yourself a question like, what would I have to do this year to 10x my reality in 2025? You were gonna 10 times your life in 2025. What would you have to do? The truth is, to 10 times it, you couldn't do anything you did last year to expect those kind of results. It's too big, it's too broad. It won't be subtle shifts. You're gonna have to do something big. It's not a bad thought. I've always thought my life is a series of small, tiny actions compounding over time, paired with me capitalizing on massive opportunities or a big idea that I go all in on. And you get these big hits along the way. They don't always work out, but a lot of times they do. And in my case, the truth is, almost every big idea that was scary that popped up along the journey of small, consistent, day-to-day actions panned out for me. Some contract that I could lock up, piece of dirt that wasn't for sale, where I spotted massive opportunity, a relationship that I'd built where someone would sell me something on a contract that nobody else could get. Countless opportunities that popped up along the way that I had the courage to say yes to, even if I couldn't fund the deal on the surface. That it was gonna challenge me to go figure it out. If I was stuck in comfort, the fear of putting myself in those vulnerable positions would have held me back from doing the action that got me in the game. But it was being in the game and the pressure outside of the comfort, which was the killer of ambition itself, that put me in the driver's seat to figure it out. And that's where all the value is. The money is in the process of figuring out things that are scary, that you cause doubt on, that you question. And my greatest lesson I could teach you, if you're gonna be a man of action that pursues 10x opportunities on a regular basis, paired with 1-degree shifts continually over a long period of time, because I believe in both philosophies. They are two different philosophies. I think they go hand in hand. Is you need a system that always puts you in an unfair advantage state of mind. And that is why I work out 7 days a week. I have learned to leverage the endorphins of the process of the gym that fuels the courage and self-belief of a lot of 10x actions that are embedded into my day-to-day sort of like routine and systems and protocols and the normal business of my life, because without it, I would instantly doubt myself back off the wagon. You know what I mean? I would back out of a deal if I had the courage to secure it once all the thoughts of what if started hitting me. So every morning when I have those endorphins, I have so much self-belief and courage, and like they can't kill me, like that animal comes out of me. And by the end of the day, and I slowly wear myself out the day, like that self-belief, that courage, it actually dies for me. My worst time of day is at night when I start doubting the bold actions and the bold decisions I made earlier in the day. But thank God I have tomorrow morning to reconnect to yesterday's powerful flow state. I can reconnect to that courage and self-belief, and I keep that thread going constantly all the way to closing date, all the way to the finish line. That has been my system. I've never been a person in the second half of my life that's worked out for a body. That's always been a byproduct to what I'm really after. It was the courage and the self-belief. It was this idea that I've always connected the greatest 10x opportunities of my life. They came out of the gym and they turned into actions that turned into some of the most fabulous results I've ever had. I've always connected endorphins to making money in the marketplace. And that is a beautiful cycle of one of the most powerful addictions I've found that actually serves me on all fronts. I can't find one negative about this addictive trait, that I need that gym to go fuel my courage because it doesn't last all day. So I need it tomorrow to reconnect to yesterday's high. And that is the flow state that I always talk about. But this right here is a powerful system. You understand what I'm saying? That pushed me constantly out of comfort, because the second the endorphins hit, would see things that were way out here and they would come right here. And I would believe that I could pull it off, and I would act on those endorphins with this powerful ambition to make happen. It was always a phone call. It was setting a meeting. It always started that way. What does that actually look like? It starts with an idea. You need to wrap this person in your deal. You need to make a hard phone call. Sometimes it could be 50 phone calls of me trying before that person answered the door. That means I need 50 gym sessions where I almost gave up, but the endorphins push me back into that call. I'm gonna hunt this guy down if I have to. And then you get in the room and you have the passion and you do what you do and you get people to believe and to see what you see. And sometimes that ain't even enough. Sometimes you have to do it first before they'll even believe it. Walt Disney was big on this. They can't understand what's up here. We have to go build it first before they understand it. But you do what it takes. But if you don't have a system to get to that sort of courageous state of mind, you're always going to be sort of trapped by the drug of comfort, which is one of the worst drugs on the planet.